freshen things up a bit, Joe, for this one?
Yeah, I think from England to Wales, we made a few changes and we've done the same thing again this week. We're trying to build a squad going forward, and that's part of it, and it helps us sustain a competitive element to our squad, because I think if you're not internally competitive, it's hard to be externally competitive. At the same time, there's a lot of continuity as well.
This team, this squad, the last 2 weeks, have been getting a fair old love bombing from around the rugby world. That must be nice. I don't know if you've noticed it, but it must be nice. But does it make you feel a little bit uncomfortable at the same time?
Look, I'm permanently uncomfortable. I don't think anything somebody else says. I just know how good Scotland are. I know how good we're going to have to be, and I know that we've got things that we're working on, things that were not as good as they could have been against Wales, and other things against England, and things tend to undulate a little bit in any high performance environment. As much as you'd love them to be pretty much linear on the rise, that never really becomes the case.
Your record against Scotland is excellent, obviously, as Ireland coach, 21 defeat. What did you target then in the Scotland team, and are there still those same things that you can target now?
I think different things at different times, to be honest. I think the Scotland team is as strong a Scotland team as I've seen. I think the balance they have across the board is really impressive. Right through from their tight five. Obviously Scotland have always had a really good back row. I remember we used to call Hamish Watson the pinball, because we couldn't ever actually grab hold of him. He would bounce off tackles and get through things and get through a power of work. He was a real dynamo. But in Darge, Ferguson, they've got Jamie Ritchie, really good back row. Obviously the backs, I'd have seen a lot of Finn over the years. Blair Kinghorn's been around for a long time. They're kind of hitting that sweet spot, I think, of between 30 to 60 caps and 25 to 30 years old, where they've got enough maturity, experience to be in the right, probably with the right amount of confidence and experience to be able to adapt the game as it needs to be done. Some really, obviously, good strike players, both wingers. Duran van der Merwe, obviously, I think he's obviously been a standout, but Darcy Graham's been electric. And through the midfield, Sione is pretty well known to our boys, obviously. Podoru, and Hugh Jones, I know pretty well. He's a guy who's elusive and brings a real experience to the midfield as well. So pretty hard to pinpoint a weakness as such.
Joe, can I just ask you about a couple of changes that you made in the forwards? Fraser and Nick Frost. What was the thinking there? And was either the 6-day turnaround, was that